11 we'll study about covalent bonds, or which is also known as molecular bond. You know that. So this particular covalent bond is I have written the definition. This is the attractive force which comes into existence due to the mutual sharing of electrons between the two atoms of similar electronegativity or having small difference in the electronegativity. So that is known as your covalent bond. So I have already mentioned you covalent bond. You can say, you can also explain it as it's an electron pair bond. That can be also written molecular bond. You can explain it in different terms. So molecular bond also, right? Now what they are saying that that initially, if you see that this concept was suggested by Lewis has given us that two atoms are there, and these two atoms what you are using, suppose A and A is there, or sometimes A or B is there, doesn't matter, they are similar or dissimilar, because in both the cases when the atoms are similar as well as dissimilar, covalent bonds are present. So the point is that over here the atoms, they are when they have the you can say the point is that they have similar electronegatives. Over here both the atoms are same, so they have the similar electronegativities. Over here A and B's are different atoms, they have a small difference in their electronegativity. So basically what happened, the electrons are mutually shared. Suppose this particular A and A is been there, one electrons are there, so they go for sharing, you know it, right? So if you compare these two atoms, they have similar electronegativity. Over here suppose A and B is there, again they have one electrons, they again go for a sharing concept, mutual sharing of electrons is been taking place between the two atoms. But over here these two atoms have similar electronegativities. The point is that after sharing the electrons, their electronic configuration is stable in both the cases, over here also and over here also. Either they go for the duplet rules or they go for the octet rule. Anything can be there, means me a duplet में two electrons, and if it is octet then you have 8 electrons. Duplet में 2 and इसमें 8. So that thing you have to keep it in mind. Now the point is there are certain examples which you have to focus. Is, for example, I am making for hydrogen. First example, hydrogen molecules, how it is being formed. So if you remember your class 10th part, that H atomic number is 1, so electronic configuration was this thing, 1s1. So there are two atoms, so two atoms over here is this way, they go for the point and they finally go for the sharing concept. We don't have to go for the atomic structure formation, we have to just go for the Lewis structure concept which we have discussed earlier. Then later on they go for the covalent bond formation. So this was the case. Suppose if you want to, then you can see how it has been happening. This is the case of hydrogen, and outermost orbit or the you make it same. Now this was the case of your, when two atoms were similar, then they go for the sharing point, and we used to make it the Venn diagrams over here, if you remember it. So these were the Venn lines, and these were the shared electrons pairs. This was there, and later on you make it this way, the covalent bond is being represented in this manner. So initially it was have one electron in the outer or the first orbit is same over here, so if one electron, but after sharing both the atoms have two electrons, so they follow the duplet rules, and their electronic configuration is nearest, it's acquire a stable electronic configuration to nearest to the noble gas, and that was helium. Now if they are just representing as a helium in their electronic configuration, that will be your nearest inert gas. Big ammonia, and this ammonia, there are two atoms, nitrogen and hydrogen. Nitrogen atomic number is 7 and its electronic configuration is written in this manner, and hydrogen atomic number is 1 and its electronic configuration is being written in this manner. So what we used to use, that when we were making their structures, we used to take the valence electrons. Over here the valence electrons, just see it over here, this is the part for your valence electrons. So you make these 5 electrons which are your valence electrons, and after that you take hydrogen also. There were three hydrogen atoms were there. It has one electrons in the first or its outermost orbit. Then you used to just make it in this manner. Hydrogen was placed here, then you used to make it nitrogen, then nitrogen, then nitrogen. These were the electrons that were going for the sharing. over here, and these two electrons were left. These were the lone pairs of electron, if you remember it. So it was your lone pair of electron. Now this part, this way we used to make it, and after that we used to just form the covalent bond for it, and it was in this manner. So this was the case how we were doing. So over here, how many electrons were shared? There were 3 electrons that were shared. 2 lone pairs of electrons were there that are not participating over in the bond formation, and nitrogen used to follow up the octet rule, and hydrogen used to follow up the duplet rule. This thing we have to keep it in mind. Now let's we have a look for the water also. So if you see the water molecules, 2 atoms of hydrogen are there, 1 atom of oxygen is there. You write down the electronic configuration for oxygen, then you will see that how 8 has been there, 4 5 6 7 8 has been there. Then you go for this hydrogen, you know, 1 electron in their this thing in electronic configuration. Then you make it over here like we were making in the equation forms. We were writing the valence electrons. If you see the valence electron, these 6 valence electrons are there in in oxygen, and hydrogen needs, you know, that hydrogen go for the duplet rule, oxygen go for the octet rule, and it has 1 electrons. But we are using 2 atoms. Why 2 atoms? Because you know that this needs 2 electrons, and hydrogen is having only 1 electron. That's why we are using 2 atoms of hydrogen over here. So you can make it in this manner also, right? And if you focus on it, then you will see that over here this way you are forming the covalent bond, and these 2 pairs of lone pair of electrons is being there. Now I am giving you one homework that you have to make it the molecule for the formation of methane or CH4 molecule. This is your homework. You should know it, how to make it. And please always try to focus on the electronic configuration also, because when you are writing the electronic configuration, go for SPDF, don't go for that part. So I think this is clear to you. Now we'll focus on the covalent bonds. If you remember that we have seen that in covalent bonds we have multiple covalent bonds were present. Now this thing you have seen in your class 10 standard: single bond, double bond, triple bond, single covalent bond, or the you can talk them as in this manner also: double covalent bond, triple covalent bond. Now let's focus on its examples. If you remember this thing, in single hydrogen we have discussed over here, and we have discussed about Cl2 also has been there, F2 has been also there. So we have seen that part. And in the double bond, if you remember, we were using oxygen. We have just now discussed about it. And in triple bond, nitrogen is being there. So I think this is clear. So this is, we have discussed in the oxygen part. Let's see once again the oxygen part over, because I think I have not made it. But still, oxygen, you know, 8 atomic number. You write down the electronic configuration. So you know there are 2 atoms. Both the atoms need two electrons to complete is electronic configuration stable and come to the nearest noble gas. So over here this also needs 2 electrons. This particular atom also needs 2 electrons. As they go for sharing, then you know that the 4 electrons comes over here, and this way you can make your structure. And then this way 2 electrons has been there, the 2 bonds are formed, and this was the case of the atom. This was the case for the oxygen. You know, over here electronic configuration is not stable, but when they go for sharing, after that the electronic configuration is stable, means it take 2 more electrons. So now oxygen over here is behaving in this manner, and it has 10 electrons, right? And if you see its electronic configuration, it is coming nearest to the noble gas, that is your neon. So this was the case, and this is the set example for your double covalent bond. Now let's focus on the triple covalent bond. Now I've written the electronic configuration, I've written the this thing atomic number also. So you need 2 atoms, you make it like this manner. And you know that basically if you see that 3 more electrons is being needed by this particular valence shell to complete its octet, so definitely they'll go for the sharing part. And in this manner you can make it like that, because you know there are 5 electrons in the valence shell. So this way you have to write down, and after that you see that they come nearer to each other in this manner, and then they go for the triple bond formation. So this was the case of triple covalent bond. I think this is clear to you. Now this goes for the simple point that multiple covalent bonds, how they are there, but you have to focus. There are certain examples like that's a new, and I think I want to discuss with you that about CO2 is been there. This is new to you. You have ethane, you have ethyne is been there, ethene is been there. So few examples we'll take. That carbon dioxide, if you see carbon atomic number is 6, so you write down the electronic configuration. Then go for oxygen, write down its electronic configuration. You know now it's there. Now over here just focus on it that carbon needs, you know, the valency of carbon is 4. It's tetravalent in nature. It's need 4 more electrons. देखो यहाँ पे P को complete करने के लिए you need 4 more electrons over here. And oxygen needs only 2 electrons. That's why we are taking 2 oxygen atom over here, and it's only 1 carbon atom. So just put the valence electrons for the carbon. You just see over here there are 4 valence electrons. In oxygen case we need only 2 electrons per atom, so you make the valence electrons. It has 6 valence electrons. If you focus on it, 6 valence electrons is be there, and this way we can have a point that this way we will write down about its structure. Then we'll just focus on it that you just bring the electrons nearer to the carbon, and this way we can do it. Oxygen 1 2 3 4 5 6, oxygen 1 2 3 4 5 6. Just see over here it's just completing its octet. Just see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and over here oxygen is completed because it go for sharing for this oxygen also and from this oxygen also. So the sharing of electrons has been there, and oxygen needs only 2 electrons. So this way you can easily make your part. And double bond, just see how many pairs of electrons are there, 2 pairs. So double bond carbon over here 2 pairs. So this is the case when you are having a dissimilar atoms, when there is a small difference in their electronegativity. And earlier examples which we have discussed were the case when you have seen that atoms were similar. So this is also, this part we have not discussed in class 10, but in 11th we have this concept of dissimilar atoms having double bonds as well as dissimilar atoms having the triple bonds. Now we'll focus, I just want to discuss with you the concept of triple bond, that is ethyne. If you remember your organic portion, ethyne in this, its formula is C2 and H2 molecule is being there. This is the case of ethyne, and if you focus on it, then again the same electronic configurations I'm writing. So this is the case. Now you just focus on the carbon atoms. Carbon is this way, by looking at or by knowing the names, you can easily understand that ethyne is being represented in this manner. So you have to make your structure in this manner. Initially we have to write both the carbon atoms, and carbon atoms, if you focus on it, in this manner also you can write down. If you want to just make it in this manner, then you can do it like that. We have 2 carbon atom, just do it like that. 2 carbon atom, it has 4 valence electrons, you are writing in this manner. You have 2 atoms of this thing hydrogen is been there, you are writing 2 atoms of hydrogen, and 1 electrons is been there in the hydrogen. Now what you can do, you can just make it in a closer form also. When you are writing carbon this way, we will come across in this manner. So you put carbon over here. After that what you can do, you can just have electrons over here 1 2 3, क्योंकि आपकी triple bond is been there, so 3 electrons, and over here single atom is been. Why we are writing single atom for carbon? Just focus on the hydrogen atom. Hydrogen atom only needs 1 electron, that's why we are writing 1 electron over here. But carbon is going for the tetravalent valency, na? So it needs 4 electrons, so that's why we are writing in this manner. So it will come like that. All the 6 electrons are closer to each other, and this part is this thing. So you can make it bit closer so that it seems that they are going for the sharing of electron. So this way you can make it. You can make bigger ones. After that 3 bonds, triple bond case, single bond, just see 1 pair of electrons over here, 1 pair of electrons in this way. So you will come across with the same structure which we have discussed in class 10th. So this way we can have. Now we'll go for the factors that are responsible for the bond formation, basically in the covalent bond, and what are the factors that are favored. So let's talk about the 5 factors. The first one is high ionization energy. Now please make sure that the atoms which you are using ठीक है, द एटम्स विच यू आर यूजिंग वेदर दे वर सिमिलर और डिसिमिलर दे विल बी नॉन मेटल्स, एंड नॉन मेटल्स डोंट यू कैन से ना दे डोंट लूज इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, दे टेक इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, है ना, दे ऑलवेज गेन इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इज बीन देयर. So that's why they have a high ionization energy, because they are not able to lose the electrons. And suppose if you want that an electron should come out from their orbit, then you need large amount of energy to remove that particular electron from their outermost orbit. That's why we always says that they have high ionization energy. I think this is clear to you. So all the atoms which we are participating in the bond formation for the covalent bonds, they have high values of ionization energy. Second point is that equal electron gain enthalpy. Then for the formation of that, their attracting power should be similar. देखो बेटा, अगर इन दोनों एटम्स की अट्रैक्टिंग पावर सिमिलर नहीं होगी, अगर एक की ज़्यादा है तो ये अपनी तरफ सारा इलेक्ट्रॉन को ले जाएगा, एंड दे विल स्टार्ट बिहेविंग एज एन आयनिक करेक्टर. सो दैट वी डोंट वांट कि दे गो फॉर द आयनिक करेक्टर शो करने लग जाए और पार्शली पोलैरिटी डेवलप्ड हो जाए, पार्शली चार्ज हो जाए. सो दैट्स वाई वी कीप दैट टू एटम्स वेदर दे आर सिमिलर और डिसिमिलर, दे शुड हैव द इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन इंथैल्पी. दीज पॉइंट्स वी हैव डिस्कस. ये कब कंडीशन आती है? जब आप इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज करते हैं. ये कब कंडीशन आती है? जब आप इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन करते हैं. ये कब होती है? जब दोनों इलेक्ट्रॉन एक दूसरे, मतलब एटम्स के जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होते हैं वो आपस में अट्रैक्ट करते हैं. तो प्लीज़ मेक दिस कॉन्सेप्ट वेरी क्लियर इन योर माइंड. सो दिस थिंग इज क्लियर टू यू. सो और इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी क्या हुआ कि आप इलेक्ट्रॉन को अपनी तरफ इलेक्ट्रॉन को आप गेन कर सकें, है ना. तो अगर दोनों में डिसिमिलर होगा तो एक अपने पास इलेक्ट्रॉन खींच के ले आएगा और दूसरा ऐसे ही रह जाएगा. तो दैट्स वाई दे हैव गिवन इक्वल इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी. देन इलेक्ट्रॉन नेगेटिविटी. अगेन इलेक्ट्रॉन नेगेटिविटी क्या हुआ कि भाई वो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की टेंडेंसी होती है ना, दे अट्रैक्ट द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स टुवर्ड्स सेल्फ. अब दोनों को मैंने अभी पीछे बताया इक्वल रहे या बहुत माइन्यूट डिफरेंस होता है तब केपेबल है, ठीक है. that you have to keep it in mind. Then next is number of valence electrons. They are non-metals, और non-metals के में क्या होते हैं? 5, 6, 7 electrons. This thing you have to keep it in mind. अब देखो 5 इलेक्ट्रॉन किस में होते हैं? 15 ग्रुप के मेंबर जितने होंगे उनके 5 वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन होंगे. 6 किसका होगा? 16 ग्रुप के मेंबर्स होंगे जितने एरी में. 7th में है तो 17 ग्रुप. तो ये हमें एक बेनिफिट हो जाता है कि वी कैन ऑल्सो डिटेक्ट अबाउट द ग्रुप्स ऑल्सो that are capable of formation of covalent bonds. Then next is high nuclear charge and small internuclear distance. अब देखो नॉन मेटल्स हैं, इनका एटॉमिक साइज जो होना चाहिए वो कम होना चाहिए, लेस होना चाहिए, पहली चीज़. दूसरी चीज़ क्या होना चाहिए? जो न्यूक्लियस जो है अट्रैक्ट कर रहा है इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को, वो पुल क्या होना चाहिए? ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. दैट्स वाई वी हैव कीप हाई न्यूक्लियर चार्ज एंड देयर स्मॉल इंटर न्यूक्लियर डिस्टेंस. जो डिस्टेंस होना चाहिए वो छोटा होना चाहिए, और न्यूक्लियस जो पुल करे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को, वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन को अपनी तरफ, वो अट्रैक्शन पुल जो होना चाहिए वो ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. बेसिकली जो जो एटम्स आप यूज़ कर रहे हैं तो उनके बीच में भी जो डिस्टेंस होना चाहिए, वो इंटर न्यूक्लियर डिस्टेंस, वो क्या होना चाहिए? वो कम होना चाहिए. एक तो एटॉमिक साइज भी कम होगा, दूसरा आप यहाँ पे भी देख लीजिए इंटर न्यूक्लियर डिस्टेंस को भी समझ लीजिए ये क्या होता है. ठीक है, जैसे दो आपने एटम्स लिए रखे तो इनके ये पर्टिकुलर ये देखो शेल्स बने हुए हैं. तो अब एक न्यूक्लियस से दूसरे न्यूक्लियस के बीच में जो डिस्टेंस होना चाहिए उसी को हम कहते हैं इंटर न्यूक्लियर डिस्टेंस. दैट शुड बी स्मॉल. फर्स्ट पॉइंट. सेकेंड थिंग इज दैट जो न्यूक्लियस आपका अट्रैक्ट कर रहा है इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को, जो वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को, वो बेसिकली क्या होना चाहिए? वो ज़्यादा होना चाहिए, उसका अट्रैक्शन पुल ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. दैट्स वाई आई एम सेइंग दैट न्यूक्लियर चार्ज शुड बी हाई and the internuclear distance should be less, and atomic size तो आप less रखेंगे. I think this point is clear to you. So I think we have covered up the introductory part of the covalent bonds. Go for it, and in the next videos we will discuss about other things.